Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semi-finals of the USM versus Edinboro. USM versus Edinboro playoffs. This is a best of 7 series with none other than ID, also known as Ian, and my co-host here, Nathan.
Or Loon.
Whichever
you prefer. We're getting kicked
Starting
off
the game here. We're already in, Nathan. We're already in. We're flying off. I'm very interested to see how these play styles are going to work. I've yet to see anything out of this USM squad, and to be honest, don't know where Edinboro is. It could be in 1,000 places, but we're starting off the game strong.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen this iteration of the roster, but I've seen them play with Lucas. They look like a really well put together team. They work together well, and I think we're gonna find out pretty soon, how they match up against this other team. But in the games that I've seen, they've looked pretty dominant.
Yeah, and I was rewatching the VOD from USM versus, I believe it was EIT, RIT, one of those names.
Yeah.
RIT, and just from watching that gameplay alone, I can tell that Hydra is shown up to be that good first man, second man role. Looking for demos, as you can see, you just got one there on one of the Edinboro players, and Darian likes to be that second man, sniping in the back, popping shots off, putting shots on net, looking for maybe a backboard pass to Ada. Maybe he's looking to be that third man on this squad.
Yeah, and Ata is the one that I've never seen before, and so I'll be interested to know how he fits in with this roster. But yeah, it definitely seems like Hydra's like more of the aggressor, going for demos, going for those mechanical plays, the redirects. Yeah, definitely the striker of the squad, I would say. And Darian's always, your solid, reliable player. Maybe not playing quite as risky, but you kind of need that solid backbone on your squad. It works well.
I'm already seeing great play styles out of this USM squad so far. You can see Hydra trying to pass that ball into the middle. It's going to be cut off by the Edinboro player, but Ada's going to get demoed on the back line here. It's going to look a little risky there for USM, but they're able to escape there. Darian putting a little pass to midfield, and USM is trying to hold it. Pick up a couple boost pads here, One thing about the USM squad, get nervous a little bit on the back line, but seem to make it out okay every single time.
Yeah, they do a good job working together on defense. Right now, they're looking a little bit shaky, running out of boost. This will be good to get rid of the pressure. Darian with the follow-up.
Goes off into the middle. It's kind of an awkward first game here. Both teams trying to feel each other out. I really maybe take a little bit more control here. Ada missing. Darian playing that third man here. Looking to stall. Let his team get back into the play. Pick up some pass here. Darian on the wing. Passing forward. Hydra there off the back wall. Not able to reach it. Ada's going to follow up.
3.5 minutes in. We've yet to see a goal from the team. As I say it, that was close.
Big save off the post. Big save off the post there from Hydra.
Again, a good challenge to relieve pressure. Who's going to break first here? Game 1.
I'd say overall in this first game, USM's been able to keep the ball in Edinboro's half just a little bit more. Again, maybe just losing a little bit more control over the ball than they'd like to. Edinboro seems to be putting in a good amount of strong 50s here.
Oh, this could be a goal.
And it's in the bump on the back line. The Hydra's very unfortunate. USM's going to be down 1-0.
Yeah, and it was just an errant hit off the sidewall, but Cynical is running ahead and gets a demo and then is harassing the goalkeeper, and the ball just finds its way into the net. Not the start you want for USM. If you were going to have the first goal scored on you wouldn't want it to be with less than a minute remaining. but there's still plenty of time for them to have an equalizer.
Yeah, there's approaching the last 30 seconds of the game. USM maybe wants to try and just kick it into gear a little bit more, maybe take a little bit more risky challenges, maybe just try and get a goal here for a little bit more momentum.
That's open.
Edinboro from Afro is going to be able to get that. Afro, excuse me, is going to put in that second shot for Edinboro.
Yeah.
To beat the two there.
I'm not quite sure what happened. It didn't seem so dangerous to me, but then the ball just snuck through. And this one might be out of reach with 30 seconds left, but maybe not. I take it back.
Yeah, able to put one in the back of the net there.
I was going to say it only takes one play to turn things around, but it's not just going to be one play. This was play one of a potential two. They're going to need to pull something outside of their sleeve with 27 seconds left.
Maybe another good, strong kickoff here for USM. That'd be lovely.
That's
Seeing
good.
Kind of a makeshift Spanish, leaving two defenders back for Edinboro. Arian's going to try and maybe take some control.
They need to win their challenges here. That's a good opportunity.
Maybe a double here from Hydra. Just couldn't get it. Tank Pillow able to make the save.
What a name.
USM though.
Someone's got to go.
3 seconds of the game, maybe trying to keep it up
Come
here.
on. It is up, but it's down. It was a good effort.
Edinboro able to take game one here. USM falling short, but they were able to pick up that one goal there in the last 30 seconds of the game. So hopefully that gives them just a little bit more momentum moving into this game too. And it's already looking like a very, very strong, very, very dirty semifinals, I must say.
Yeah, and while Edinboro did look like the stronger team in game one, it did look like we have the potential for a very even matchup. USM just has to make those little adjustments, and if you're them, you definitely want to see them score first here, get some momentum going early in this game.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I mean, you saw them that Edinboro seemed to be a little bit scrappy when they were on USM's half, really looking for the bumps, really looking for the demos, and hopefully USM can take note of that and do a little bit more to avoid that. Darian just unable to get that awkward back wall read.
Yeah, they need to punch back, kind of getting onto what you were saying about physical plays from Edinboro. We can't just take those plays and live with them. You know, we've got to force those situations onto the other team as well, build some pressure, and just try to get something going here, sustain some possession, and work back into this series.
Yeah, I could see maybe a little bit of nerves here coming out of USM. I mean, I played regular season and you know, barely scraped by in the playoffs in every game. The nerves just seem to take over, and you can see here USM no boost. Hydra able to grab the 100 feet jump, but just couldn't read it, and had to get it caught off. Just didn't really know where the play was going. Couldn't really read what was going to happen next, and USM down 2-0 early in game two.
And USM not really looking like their normal selves right now. They just look a little uncomfortable, but they're not out of this series. I mean, it's a long series, and they have plenty of time to adjust. They're just going to have to start working back into this now, because it can get out of hand. I mean, a best of 7 is very long, but when you go down, you know, 0-2, and then if you can't bounce back from that, it becomes a very hard task. So they really need to buckle up and lock down their half. Make it harder for Edinboro.
See a double commit out of USM there. Ada and Darian just kind of going for the same ball and leaving them both back with no boost, but well, hopefully we can see some play here. Darian trying to find Hydra on the wing. Hydra misses the boost, so it's going to be kind of an awkward setup here. Darian trying to keep it in off the back wall, but Edinboro able to clear it out, and USM having to fall back and retreat. Ada's going to try and pick up this 100 boost, see what he can do with it. 50's out towards the center. Darian's there, full tank of boost. Cynical just able to clear it by Darian, and here we go again. 1v2, Hydra to the sidewall. Gonna look out for that Edinboro player, and Ada's gonna have to strong clear down to the back line where Edinboro is sitting, already waiting.
There's a good block.
Oh,
And
Ada,
oh, It was a great chance. Good back
Pass back to
pass.
Hydra. Little pre-jump there, Darian. No boost, just gets a soft touch on it. Hopefully Ada can get in there. Tries to play it, no boost. USM running this low boost kind of scramble game, getting bumped on every challenge, either off the ball or just out of the play entirely.
Oh, we keep seeing good chances. They're just not able to quite capitalize. These are the best chances we've seen all series.
They're playing this far back two-man in the back line style of play we've seen out of, a lot of higher tier Rocket League teams, in the Pro Series, sending one up and two back, but still trying to find that middle ground. And USM just can't seem to break through Edinboro's back line. The ball getting 50'd out far back in the USM's half, and Darian's going to have to scramble to get back to this one. Thankfully doing so.
Yeah, to me, when you're playing against a team that's a little bit more prone to sitting on the back line, you really got to start looking for those midfield passes. I mean, you can demo one guy back, but there's going to be another guy there. So what's really going to be dangerous is if you can catch them like sitting in net, stagnant, when you have a good power shot on net. And I think that they are going to need to start working together on offense. Because although they've had good looks, it's just, I mean, definitely some balls that could have gone in the net, but they're going to see more success working together on offense.
And there's these little glimpses out of USM early that I've seen that they've been trying to look for each other, trying to get these passes through, and Edinboro just seems to be doing maybe a little bit of a better job.
Here we go.
Where the USM players are, as Darian centers one mid, and no USM players there to clean it up in the midfield.
Yeah, and it does sort of feel like they're not on the same page with the boost management from time to time. First man with 100 is doing a lot of work, and the other two, in that case, not having any boost to follow up with. So they're going to need to get on the same page quickly, or this game too might just slip away from them.
Yeah, we're approaching 40 seconds left in game 2. USM down 2. Ada's trying to just get the ball to break through, but with no luck as Afro.
That's unlucky.
Another shot on net.
Hydra was looking for that corner boost to spawn. It came up right after he went over it.
It's an unfortunate series of events there for USM. It's kind of been their story here in this game too. I'd love to see the boys, maybe try and slow the game down a little bit, trying to bait maybe a couple more challenges out of the Edinboro players. The Edinboro players are just very, very patient, trying to keep that ball and, try not to get faked on their challenges and what have you. But USM just booming the ball in the almost 50 territory.
And as the clock winds down here in game 2, USM just needs to think about what they can do. Gonna be another goal before 0 seconds here. But they need to start thinking right now about what they can do to turn this series around, because they've got a whole minute in between games. You can go down 0-2, tough hill to climb, making your way back in the series. But, all it takes is some small adjustments, maybe a change in attitude, a change in strategy, and they could be right back in the series. So, obviously, game 2 didn't look quite as close as game 1 did, but with some adjustments, good game 3 might be in our future. They're definitely helping.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at that stat card for Edinboro, Afro with a hat trick and 2 saves, really showing off for this Edinboro squad. And I mean, if USM can maybe shut him down a little bit more, it might be possible for them to break through. Afro really carrying a strong character for his team here, and we'll hop into game 3, and hopefully everything goes better here for USM. Hopefully the boys were able to get a sip of water and discuss how they're going to approach this next game as we get ready to play game 3.
Yeah, and not to downplay Afro's performance, but I do feel like a lot of the plays he was making were just kind of him making the right play, which, isn't being critical, because obviously that's a compliment, but it wasn't him doing anything superhuman to score on this USM team. They really do just need to, you know, just tighten up the defense a bit more and not let those little opportunities come to fruition here as a good block comes out from Darian.
Yeah, Ada kind of losing control there. It's all right. Hydra's there to back him up, places the sidewall back into the midfield, and that's going to be a crossbar. Getting scary here for USM on the defensive front. It's all kind of a scramble in USM's box, but it looked like they're going to get a free look here.
Good 50. Goes into their zone, and they're not able to sustain any pressure for the time being. Let's see if they have some sort of counterattack.
Hydra to Darian. Hydra pre-jumps. Ada there to take the ball.
This is awkward for them. Like the fake attempt.
Hydra's up. See what he can do with it. Tries to get a reset. 50. Afro there to take the challenge.
Ooh, a miscommunication at the corner.
USM in the corner, and that just can't happen.
It was going to be a double commit, but instead it looked like both players kind of pulled off of what they were going for, thinking the other one was going to go for it. And, you know, those things happen, but that was not the time. Just
3:30 on the clock. Let's see if USM can try and muster up anything out of the back pocket here. They're going to need something powerful just to get their mental right. You know, one goal can change the mental for anybody, really. I mean,
especially an equalizer, and there it is.
And there it is, at a Darian, bang, off the left corner.
And that right there feels much better than if they were to have scored at the end of game 2, you know, when they're already down 3-4 goals. To equalize the game.
3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, they're right back in this, and a game win here puts them right back in the series. So just one goal at a time, and they just need to start chipping away.
Good Hydra, no boost. Trying to waste some of Afro's, grabs the mid boost, that's huge. Afro's gonna have to go all the way back. Darian looking for Hydra. Hydra on the wing. Taking control, getting Afro out, off the back wall. That is there, but it's right into Cynical, and that's gonna be a clear for Edinboro. USM having a race back here.
Low boost out of USM, and no one can get a hand on it. That was a prime opportunity. It just seemed like they got a little too jumpy on the goal line there on the other end, really forcing the issue, which isn't always a bad thing, but right there it definitely backfired on them, and they...
Yeah, I heavily think USM in that one really wanted to try and get that lead here in Game 3. It'd be their first lead of the series in Game 3 here with 2 minutes 30 left, down 1. Hopefully they can get that back, act as if it didn't happen.
And is this one open again? No. I'm just going to get back for it.
It's going to be back, but it's still scary here. USM's trying to recover and get their rotations back there and doing a good job. Hydra getting beat out, but did get the mid boost. He'll be able to rotate back quickly. Darian there, but it's going to be off the post for Afro. 3-1, Edinboro.
These follow-ups out of USM, to me, the reason that they're conceding these goals isn't about, you know, the goalie not making the save. It's the plays and the challenges leading up to it where they're just getting beat out by a small margin, and those small margins are going to end up making a huge difference.
Looking to do something with it. Darian there, trying to keep it in Edinboro's half, trying to grab the boost. Ada trying to keep it in. Afro's going to take it. Hydra's going to have to be careful here. Darian's playing that strong third man. See if he can beat Cynical here, keep the ball in. Doesn't do so, but it's still in Edinboro's half. 1 minute 30 on the clock.
A chance for Ata to connect to Hydra. He's not able to get it. Cynical cuts it out. And again, not really able to follow up their challenges. You know, they're hitting the ball into the Edinboro side, but it's not staying there for very long, at least so far.
USM just getting caught with low boost there. Ada no boost, getting bumped out by Cynical.
These bumps are killing them. And it really is genius from Edinboro. They're just spotting the opening, seeing the goalkeeper back there, low speed because they don't have boost to really maneuver around, and they're just making it wide open for the offense to come in and finish the shot.
I really want to play the bias here and say that USM just got a hairline fracture in their defense, but it's starting to look like a clean bone break. I mean, there's massive gaps in their defense that Edinboro is able to just kind of take over at any moment. But we're going to get a goal back here from Ada. 1 minute left on the clock, down 2. Anything's possible here in Rocket League.
Yeah, crazier things have happened.
Ball hits the ground at 0, so plenty of time, and USM definitely doesn't want to go down 3-0 here in a best of 7. It's a cataclysmic mountain to climb.
Yeah, and they really are going to need to start gaining possession now, start getting that pressure up if they're going to work towards a 3rd goal here before they run out of too much time, because we're not talking about a 3rd goal before the ball or before the clock hits 0. We're talking 2 goals, so they need to go as quick as they can here.
They need to be ready for these follow-ups. They need to be ready to just put the ball in Edinboro's half. Hopefully they can get a mistake and get a quick goal. In 20 seconds, clock starts to move pretty quick.
That's a good block.
Out of keeping it in, but no, both USM players far back. Darien and Hydra play in the back line very far back when they know they have to go. 50 here. Hydra trying to beat out, going down, trying to pop it up, gets it over 1. That is there, trying to keep it in the.
That might go by.
See
no.
If go in. Cynical able to get the touch, and that's gonna be the conclusion there. Conclusion there for game 3. Edinboro. What was the final there? 4-2. Up 3-0 in the series in a best of 7.
Oh, you know what? I realize this is my bad. I haven't been updating the series. Oh. I don't even need to update the series score. All right. I was like, I completely forgot about the overlay. The overlay is automatic. It does everything for me.
Edinboro looking to clean sweep the USM Huskies squad. USM looking to do what so few teams have done and has only been done professionally in Rocket League in North America, 4 times, is the reverse sweep. So we're going to get into this game 4 here. Hopefully USM can pull one out of the hat here in the semifinals.
I keep making a point of it, but this first goal is to be so important at the time of the game. You really can't be affording to drop a lead or, to go behind early on in the game or late in the game. You really want to be playing from ahead here. It just puts so much more pressure on yourself to be behind as the clock is against you.
Absolutely, Darien looking to get an open net here, and USM's going to go up 1.
That's a great start.
Not only is that first goal very much needed, like you were saying, Nathan, not only for making this series possible in the reverse sweep, but morale alone for the boys. I mean, really trying to keep the spirits up, and an early goal like that is huge.
Yes, and obviously you don't want to take the foot off the gas just because you scored in the first 20 seconds of the game. But it does, as we get later into the game, having the lead really allows for your decision-making to be a lot more. They're going to get scored on here. That's going to tie the game. As I was saying, though, with a lead, you don't have to rush your touches. You don't have to go for anything crazy that might end up, being a misplay, but they're not gonna hold on to that lead for very long so far.
Well, series tied up, 4:30 on the clock. It's like the game, the first 2 goals didn't even happen.
Yeah, but it's a new game, but it's definitely not a new series. It's still that same lead that USM's going up against, where each
here, no boost.
This could be a
chance. Keep it in
chance.
off the crossbar, just a little bit too high. Tankville's going to find Cynical on Edinboro's side, and Cynical's going to go to work. Cut off there by Darien. Big save.
Every touch in this game is going to be important for USM. And that's a huge double commit. The net's open. It's not going to go in.
couldn't get the ground pinch into the back of the net. USM's going to have to clear it. Darian's following, no boost. Tank Pillow clears to the side. Hydra's going to get the ball. See what he can do with it. Kind of gives it back to Afro. Pass back towards Darian. Off the back wall, can Darian double it? Keeps it in Edinboro's half. That's good. Place in the corner. Ada's going to be there.
Another
Tank
beat.
Pillow plays awkward. Cynical there with a hard demo towards Hydra, but Hydra's going to be able to spawn on that side. Darian's going to take over, call him off.
Got space.
Play the ball solo. Goes for the 50.
We have a follow.
Hydra's going to pass. Sidewall there. Afro trying to get the pinch. Can't get it. Hydra looking for a pass here towards the midfield. Tries to go for the musty. Darian keeping it in. Ada's just going to get beat out. Edinboro's going to clear out. USM having to march back and pick up pads.
Tank Pillow's gonna continue this onto the USM half. Low boost on the back wall. Ada's got a lot of work to do. He's gonna get demoed. And it goes up to Hydra. He doesn't have a lot of boost to work with, and he's gonna miss.
2 minutes 30 now in this game before it's starting to even out a little bit more. USM seems to have taken a breath, trying to keep it a little bit more composed here, trying to keep the game a little bit slower, trying to play maybe a little bit more at their pace. Darian off the back wall here, has a little bit of boost, fakes out. Hydra's going to try and follow it up here. Slow play, air game, reset, corner. Cynical's going to take over. He tries to keep it in. Hydra, Ada's going to be next up.
That's a good follow-up. They're working a lot better at keeping the ball in the Edinboro half, and this pressure could be too much for Edinboro to handle if they can keep it going, but they're gonna have to be careful not to overcommit. We've seen that a few times where they get this sustained pressure, and then the second it goes back into their end, it seems like the net's not being covered. It went all in, but at a certain point, that's what they're gonna have to do.
Oh, what a sweep there from Afro. None of the USM players could really get back to it. I couldn't remember who got a hand on it. Just couldn't clear it out. Good little pass down there, and
It's not his fault. He made a good effort at the net there, but Afro really has been carrying the offensive load for Edinboro.
30 now in this game 4. USM down 1 goal, trying to get one back, trying to push it towards a game 5. Edinboro's been doing a good job keeping this pressure on USM, getting their demos, those annoying demos on the back line.
Darian's gonna get a clear, but this is what I was talking about here. As time starts to wind down, USM's gonna have to start getting a little risky. They're gonna have to start going for things that they don't want to be going for. They're gonna be uncomfortable. They can't play it safe here, and so we'll see how they deal with that pressure. But in a 3-0 series, these are dire straits. If they don't score here, they are going to be out of this.
Good job. Hydra's going to be gets called off by Ada. See if Ada can follow it up. Put one on net. Shot. Tank Pillow.
There it is.
And
Huge goal. Huge goal from Ada there. Extremely clutch. Who knows how many more chances they would have had in regulation if not for that goal. So taking that early on, still 35 seconds left, that's really big for USM going further into this game 4. And they stay alive.
A little bit better, you know. I haven't seen USM hit each other as much, bump each other as much, and they've managed their boost a lot better in this game 4. Hopefully they can come up with a win, because I'm very much looking forward to the game 5 here. They seem to have woken up a little bit more here in this game 4, knowing that their life is on the line.
Yep, and still yet to take a lead here in the series. So if they're going to take a lead, it's going to have to be to force a game 5. It's looking
dead in the middle of the...
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
No, 50 from Cynical, and Hydra goes towards Edinboro's favor, and who's there? Afro, the man himself, to put it in the back of the net. 4 seconds to go. USM, let's look for a kickoff goal here, boys.
Hey, I've seen crazy things happen with 4 seconds left in a 2-3 game before. Oh.
Cynical, big bang. Ada's there. Darian takes the ball, hits it off the sidewall.
He's not going to keep it up.
Midfield.
That's going to be the series.
Just couldn't do it. USM swept by Edinboro.
It was a good effort out of USM. A couple of those games were really close. Obviously, props to Edinboro. I haven't seen competition like that against this USM club in a very long time. So, yeah, I mean, you can't really say anything too bad about the performance, other than Edinboro just looked like a really good team. USM did as well as they could, but they just came up short on this occasion.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at that series back, I mean, USM had many glimpses of hope, many good diamonds in the rough, if you will. But Edinboro just showing up on the day and able to get the job done in a four game sweep. USM looking good. Hopefully the boys, if this was any other day, they might have been able to take the dub there. But yeah, congrats to Edinboro moving on to the finals here in this tournament. So
Yep, and we do still have USM versus the other RIT team to look forward to in the ECAC. I believe it's the semifinals as well. It might be quarters. I know they do their bracket a little differently. So there is more Rocket League to be played out of USM this semester, and they do have another chance. It's going to be a slightly different iteration of the roster. Um, but yeah, that's going to be it for the NECC uh, in this USM run. But like I said, they put their best foot forward. They had some missed opportunities, they had some miscommunications, some double commits, but those mistakes are going to happen when you get put under the pressure that Edinboro put them.
my God, let's not forget to mention. I mean, this USM squad made it to the semifinals, and it might not be the finals, and they might not have gotten out there with the trophy. But I mean, to make it to the semifinals, I mean, is a big accomplishment in itself.
Yeah.
I mean, you're putting in all these hours, you're putting in this work, and you're able to make playoffs, and you're able to make a really good run out of it. And I'm very proud of these boys. Even after only watching this squad for one game, looking at the levels that this squad is at is still very impressive. So good job, boys. Don't hang your heads low, hang them high.
Yes, definitely a lot to be proud of. And, as the two, I guess, founding members of the Rocket League squad, back thinking back to when it was just the two of us on the team, you know, we could not have compared to this squad here and what they're doing. And even when we had a three-man roster, we were still miles behind where they are today. And it's really awesome to see the improvement that the squad's made over the years. And so if fourth place is where they're at in the 2026 spring semester, then they have a lot to look forward to moving forward. And I think that they're only going to see better results if they keep working at it.
Well, if they're only going to see better results, that means they're making at least top three, and they're not two or three. So that just means that they're going to be number one next season with this squad. That's just me.
Yeah,
That's just me.
yeah, I sure hope so. Definitely looking forward to big things out of them. And like I said, this isn't their whole season over. That's just the NECC, and there will be ECAC action tomorrow to tune into at 8 o'clock p.m.
Very good. Well, Nathan, thank you for having me on this casting duo here.
Of course,
Glad to be. I'm glad to make an appearance here. It was very nice.
you want to take us out?
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, they, thems, for everything that you do, and tuning into this broadcast. We appreciate you. For Nathan and myself, Ian, this is USM Huskies Rocket League signing off.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.